So this will be my worst video ever. It is January 11, 2021. I am just now setting my goals for language learning for the month of January. Why? Because on New Year's Eve, my husband tested positive for COVID, and on January 2nd, I started showing symptoms. So, granted, I'm starting this a little late, but I wanted to put my language learning plan on here so that I'm accountable, and I'm trying out some new methods for learning languages, and I wanted to try and put it on here so I can tell you how it goes. Granted, the video quality of this is terrible. I do not know where my external camera is, but I will find it by the next time. Trust me, you don't want to see me right now anyway. Everything in my face is dried from the COVID stuff, so you don't want to see me anyway. Trust me, this is merciful. So, what are my goals for January going forward? I decided to really take time and focus on Spanish the most. And to focus on reading and vocabulary, because I'm still really struggling with receiving input in Spanish. So I'm going to try to read in Spanish for 30 minutes a day. It's a big goal for me, and but I really want to do it. So I haven't decided how I'm going to try to accomplish that. I could go and get some books from the library. My library does a drop-off service, so I don't have to infect anyone. I may listen to books on, like, audiobooks in Spanish on YouTube where they've got the captions below as well. I may try to do that. I think that would be a really good idea for me. Basically, for this goal, I'm going to be really flexible this month. And then I'm going to spend 10 minutes a day at least using Quizlet to review the vocabulary from what I've read, so that I'm increasing my vocabulary and using it in the reading. We'll see how that goes. I'm a little nervous, but I figure I don't feel good anyway. I'm already going to be laying around. This is a great time to work on my reading. It'll be harder as I go into February and March. It will be harder for me to do this goal because I'll have more energy. I'll be doing other things. I won't be sitting down as much. So this is a good time. For Chinese, my goal is to review Chinese for 15 minutes a day. There are several ways that I can do this. I took some Chinese classes that were offered to me for free through a job I was working at. So I can review those, and I do plan to. However, I also have some apps on my tablet that I may use and review what I've done on them. My focus in Chinese will be on remembering what I already learned and focusing on the basics, numbers, colors, measure words, because there are a million measure words in Chinese, things like that. Arabic. Also, my goal is to do 15 minutes a day learning Arabic. I am trying a new site called Arabic Pod 101. I don't know yet if I like it or not. I just started it today. But my goal is to try that out through the rest of January. See if I like it. If I really hate it, I'll switch to something else earlier, but I'm going to try to hold out through the month and see what I really think. And then I decided I want to learn Portuguese too. So, 15 minutes a day learning Portuguese using apps. So, maybe I'll use Duolingo. I'm going to see what other free apps are out there that I can put on my tablet. Things like that. Just kind of playing with Portuguese, seeing what I like, seeing what I don't, and exploring it. Portuguese so far is very different than I expected. I thought it was a clear mix of Spanish and French, and I thought, oh, I already speak Spanish. This will be easy, right? It's very different. So I'll be working on basics and then the phonetics, figuring out what the different letters, what sounds the different letters make. So I guess I should probably add that too. So in Portuguese, I want to learn basics with apps. I'm writing as I talk to you with apps and phonetics. So by the time I come back in February, I want to be able to know what all of the letters, what sounds the letters make, and be able to make them correctly. So 30 minutes of Spanish a day, 10 minutes of doing 30 minutes of reading in Spanish per day, 10 minutes of vocabulary review on Quizlet, 15 minutes of Chinese review per day, 15 minutes of Arabic learning, and 15 minutes of Portuguese learning. That equals out to almost an hour and a half, but this is really important to me, so I'm going to try and really honor this commitment. So I'll be back in February. Wish me luck.